Good morning. Hi. Miss you guys. So I'm jumping on here from my front porch and just want to say, hey, having a good morning. Y'all having a good morning? So it's really weird reading to you without an audience in front of me. I know that you're there. I just know that you're not right here in front of me. So anyway, I am really excited about this and how it's going to come out. It's just really awkward about where to look on the screen because I know the camera's like over there, but it's weird because I feel like I should look over there and down there and just whatever. So anyway, I'll get used to it because I'm hoping to bring you a lot of good stuff. So anyway, I hope that you will subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way, every time something new is posted, you'll get a notification and you'll know that something new has come up, and that way you'll be able to just jump right on and be able to see whatever new I put on. So I'm hoping to bring storybooks, chapter books, and that way you'll know when a new part of the chapter book has been posted, drawings of characters and other things, cursive. You know, some of you have been really wanting to do cursive, and also maybe some other things that I have in mind. So first book that we're going to read is a short one, and I picked this one because I think that your parents will really like it, and it's one that if you have siblings, especially younger siblings, they'll really like it too, and you can enjoy it together. It's called PIGSTY by Mark Teague. Alright, here we go. Ready? Alright, Monday afternoon, Wendell Foltz's mother told him to clean his room. It's turning into a pigsty. Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. Pardon me, said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess. And Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either, so he decided to take a break. Y'all, do you hear the birds chirping? I think that they like the story. It's cracking me up. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding. But the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. Okay, Wendell, she said, if you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you. I think that mama bird is giving her baby bird a lecture about her baby bird's nest. Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found there was a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. Pigs are all right, he said, as long as it's only one or two. Do you see where this might be going? I want you to think about a prediction. This might even be a really good place to pause the text right now and discuss with each other what you think could happen next. Good job, Mama Bird. I hear you pausing. In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night, and then they got to leave the pieces laying all over the floor. If you were playing a game with the pig, not a video game, a board game, what game would you play? I want each person listening to give their idea of what game they would choose, and make sure everybody gets a chance to say what game they would play. Oh, wait. They had paper airplane wars, and then they had pillow fights, and then the bed became a trampoline. Oh, you know what that makes me think of? You all know that I had an older brother and 2 younger sisters, and sometimes we even got to be home alone for just a short time, 20 minutes or 30 minutes if my mom ran down to the corner to go to the convenience store to grab some milk, or, you know how parents always say, we're getting milk and bread. But we loved using our beds as trampolines and jump and flip and plop on our bottoms. Do any of you do that? Have you been doing that this last week? What kind of fun things do you like to do at home that maybe you're not supposed to? Then 2 more pigs showed up. The mess just grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. Look at those 2 pigs. They even have suitcases. Oh my word, do you think they're gonna live there? I'll bet they have a really shocked look on their face. You know how your eyebrows do when you get a shock look? What kind of look would you have with your eyebrows? That night when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blankets. They hogged his pillows. Wendell told himself, he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic books. Did y'all hear me use a homonym in there? Homonym. What's a homonym? Maybe like a multiple meaning word? What could that have been? Homonym. I'm going to go up. I want you to see if you could see it. I'll bet you might be seeing it backwards. Might you be seeing it? Seeing it right there? Seeing it? Are you blurting it out? Good job. I know some of you like to draw comics. Could you draw a pig comic? And then on Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball and his baseball cards were chewed. I bet he made some noises like... Anybody ever make those kind of looks? I used to say to my daughters, that's called a stink eye. That does it," said Wendell. "I've had enough." He ran downstairs to tell his mother. "Sorry," she said, "but your room is your responsibility." She handed him a broom. Uh-oh. Wendell started to complain. But, what? Oh, but it's not my fault. The mess was too huge. But suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard that many hooves make light work. We've been learning a lot this year about, what's that word that we put right there? When a phrase doesn't mean exactly what it sounds like it means. Yeah, that word, idioms. Many hooves make light work. What do you think that means? He marched upstairs and he organized a cleaning crew. Here's his cleaning crew. So, they swept and they scoured and they polished and they scrubbed, and later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and he pronounced it clean. Oh, there you go. That's a lot of trash. Looks good. And in fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view, so while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call, and a farm truck came to pick them up, and they hugged, and they grunted, and they oinked. Goodbye. Goodbye. And from that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. There's him making the phone call. There's him saying goodbye to everybody. Except for those nights when they came over to play, you guessed it, Monopoly. So, in your opinion, did you like this book, PIGSTY by Mark Teague? Yes? No? But you can't say yes or no without saying why or why not. And you'd have to also be able to give us reasons why you liked it or reasons why you did not like it. And I would also want you to say, if you did like it, are there some things from your own house that remind you of this story? And if you didn't like it, is it because there's things at your house that remind you of why you don't like it? This would be a really good story to write your opinion about. Right, moms? Right, dads? Right, grandparents? Right, guardians? I think this would be a really good story for a writing assignment. And so, I hope that everybody enjoyed it. Little kids, this would be a really good story to create a really fun droid about you and your favorite piggies. I look forward to seeing some of your work. So when you're done, you can finish it and then you can take a picture of it and you can send it to me. And you can do that on any of our sites, like on Blooms, or you can message it to me or post it on social media. I would love it if you started a discussion about the book below in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can hear about new things that pop up. See you soon, friends. Bye.